Hey, it's me, Jimmy D, and welcome to our review for Batwoman, episode 4. And I do have to say, I believe this was the weakest episode of,
Agreed.
of the entire season so far. I'm here with Cody. I'm going to let him give his thoughts on the episode real quick.
Uh, yeah, agreed. This was probably the weakest. It falls down the general consumption I have with this show that I love all the Batman stuff, which should be good on a Batman type of show,
Yeah.
but a lot of like the past stuff and the actual like side story stuff with her as like Kate Kane, I really don't care about.
And
Like, I don't care. I'm starting not to really care about the Alice plot line.
yeah,
You know,
so this episode, and we mentioned this right when a little bit, like 15 minutes into the episode, this episode didn't grab you at the beginning like the
no, it
previous
didn't.
week's
It set up
episode.
a villain, and
Then she
this villain kind of
disappeared.
disappeared for like a majority of the episode, then just showed back up to get defeated.
Yeah, and got defeated in the funniest way ever. Just got
It was
yanked
hilarious. I'm just going.
off of a building.
It's like, okay, we could take her out silently. We could trick her into a trap. Batwoman was like, nah, I'm just gonna hit her with a building.
Literally, just
Okay.
used the grappling hook to grab this woman and pull her off the building. It's lucky she landed into water, because if she landed anywhere else, straight up murder.
The
Uh,
skid mark.
um, but yeah, so the Kate Kane and the Alice stuff, while I have enjoyed it in the previous 3 episodes, this episode it wasn't as good. You start
No, it
off.
wasn't. The problem with the Alice storyline is unless they pull a twist, you kind of have a general idea where it's going.
Yeah, so I didn't know how to feel when the first episode they revealed that it was Beth. And I was like, okay, cool. And then the next couple episodes, it was her dealing with the stuff. But then when they were introducing this villain, I figured, okay, Beth is going to kind of take the back burner for a bit, let some of the other villains come through the ranks, and have Batwoman be better. So when Alice comes back, then it's a full on Batwoman versus Alice. And it just didn't like most of the episode was Alice instead of Magpie, who was the actual villain for this week's episode. I'd give them props. Alice did cut a man's finger off on screen. With
That was some nice shit.
that
I
was
enjoyed
nice.
that.
That was nice. Also, I did enjoy Batwoman going to into Magpie's like lair that was booby trapped and it was cold, so the bat suit had to actually change temperature and she couldn't breathe. Even though she was kind of dumb and sneezed, like flat out sneezed, and
Which there's another thing I also liked. Another thing that really bothered me off is they handled the whole dual identity thing again. They handled it fucking terribly
yeah. So like,
because we've seen it done better in other shows
yeah,
and
I think every CW show to this point has done the,
has done the double identity. And
and it's done
I
it
I
better.
get it. I get the point about Batman is you one of his major flaws is that he is balancing the deal between Batman and Bruce. And
Yeah,
even Lucius Fox's son brought it up. He's like, well, how the hell did Bruce handle it? And he's like, he didn't.
yeah,
He just didn't. This is why in like his later years before he disappeared, he, you know, Batman was more of a job for him than actual Bruce Wayne.
yeah.
You know, and I liked that aspect because even in the comics, that's kind of been the whole stick about Batman.
And
Is like he makes it feel to where like he's more Batman than Bruce Wayne.
and I kind of got that vibe at the ending when Kate literally is like tells the girl, you know, I like you, but like I just can't deal with this right now. So I kind of get that. Like, okay, so she maybe is going down more of a Bruce Wayne type idea, where Batwoman's going to be more important to her, which is nice because it always seemed like on the other shows, um, mainly the Flash, big time, that Barry and Iris was more had more of the show than actual Flash. So I am glad we're getting more Batwoman. The end fight was honestly mediocre. With her dancing around to cover up the exploding pearls, and then the little kid picking up. Like, I get it. Every superhero show on the CW has that moment where the superhero interacts with a little kid. But also, that's sort of like, okay, I get it. Batwoman is not Batman, and that's kind of the point I've been trying to drive across for this ever since doing these reviews. But it's still part of the Bat family, and the Bat family does not interact with citizens.
So that's kind of the whole deal with Bruce Wayne and the whole fiagle. Back to my original point of him juggling the whole persona.
Yeah.
Is like he can't do it because there's been several times where he can't do something as Batman, but he can just go straight in as Bruce Wayne and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that,"
Yeah.
you know, because it would make more sense.
Yeah.
The problem is this show is so like a jungle mess at the moment. It
Yeah.
doesn't really know what it wants to do.
Yeah.
And that's sort of every first season of this types of shows. You
Um,
know, they haven't really struck that balance yet.
so Cody, what would you rate it on a scale from 1 to 10?
This is a 5.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 5. It was an average episode.
Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't good.
Yeah,
I
it
know
was
our
just,
criticism is going to make it sound like it's the worst thing ever. It's actually not.
it's not. It's just because compared to the other episodes, and honestly, also because we have watched Flash and Arrow this season, which has been phenomenal.
Dude, here's the thing. Like people expect this to be bad. I've seen the Aquaman plot
Yeah.
pilot. Okay,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah. But anyway, that's going to do it. We're going to have my Supergirl review coming up in a little bit. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And like always, we will see you in the next one. Later.